today. From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Carolina Panthers.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today we've got an NFC South matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week. They held their opponents to 3 points, and that was it. If they get anything comparable to that performance, this one's in the bag.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they come in at 15-0, 1 win short of a perfect regular season.
And it's something we've only seen a couple of times. Miami in 1972, New England in 2007. We know they're not going to mail it in. They're going to go for it.
Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Tampa Bay coming out along with a man who needs no introduction, the great Tom Brady.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 64 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be... That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Amari Barno, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
That throw by Brady incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing it.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he goes out right around the 39. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This will be taken at the 10. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to get a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Barkley. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They'll run with Barkley. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Carr. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down. Now Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points. Held on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
A handoff, Barkley running left. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Off play action. Graves, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark, his 19th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Tampa Bay offense set to go again.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's...
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Amari Barno.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Now Brady to try again after the pick six. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first down, Brady.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. (21-3) is your score after one.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
To throw, it's Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Carolina getting set to take the field.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
Barkley is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback.
With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
And a loose football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers continue to pull away here in this first half. Gay is on for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady right back to Chris Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Brady. Caught right side, Davis. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On the return, here's Agnew. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Saquon Barkley running right. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he'll take this one down near the 15. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively.
Touchdown, Panthers! Tommy Trimble, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Here comes Marquez Stevenson now from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
From the 35 on second down, Brady. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, it's Carr. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Jake Camarda now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Agnew now to return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Graves. He'll buy some time right. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Rolling to his right. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Brady now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And it's the Saints who are out in front. Jimmy Garoppolo has thrown a touchdown pass. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. The Cowboys trying to hold on and claim victory. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And at the moment, that game is tied with the visiting New York Jets. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Fields it right around the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like the empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Looking to throw on second down.
Graves, that caught by Trimble.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
So, Charles, you know, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley.
Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
116 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
To throw on second down.
Graves. There's Trimble, the tight end. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Panthers extend their lead yet again. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On play action, it's Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Phillips. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Again, it's Brady. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Brady now on 1st down. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. A.J. Epinesa, the one credited for the sack. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. To throw is Brady. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They still can't get him. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field,
It does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
They'll run it again with Barkley. Levante David in on the tackle. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Here's a give to Barkley. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 158 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. Touchdown! DJ Moore. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now Brady. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Brady. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Throwing now is Brady. Looking for... And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Off play action. Graves. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A handoff to Barkley. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Looking to throw. Graves. And it's caught. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Panthers add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic.
A contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Chark. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. Getting the football to Davis on an out route. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Brady. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carr. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The Bucs on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Brady to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
90 is a Mike. That QB's trash. Let's go. 90 is a Mike.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Completing along the sideline, it's Godwin. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. And now it appears that the get a review, and this being inside 2 minutes of play. Everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Throwing again on second down. Brady delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Bracket.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
Off the play fake. Graves. They'll roll him out right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. Again, he finds more. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
They'll run here with Hubbard.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Stevenson now, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
On 1st and 10, Brady. They will find Davis. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Working from the gun, it's Brady.
Right back to Davis. It's complete.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. It's caught by Davis. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing on first down is Brady. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. From the 30 on second down, Brady. There he goes, right side, the 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Panthers, they have indeed reached a perfect 16-0, but now still one game remains before they join the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams to finish a regular season unbeaten. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.